Ladies, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please be advised that this movie has no nudity.
I'm out.
Come on, Annie. Let's go to the movies.
Yeah. I just have to wee-wee.
And we're back. Just like the Five Musketeers.
What the hell am I looking at?
A country where culture means pornography and slasher films.
If you had these boobs, you'd be obsessed with them too.
Very exciting, big event. Everybody's excited, huh?
We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends.
We're Cinemadness Podcast.
Nom 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 nom. Oh, right. You listen to the slow jams of Godzilla Radio. That's right, folks. We're going to take it all the way back to 2014. Back when life was a little bit more simple. We didn't know anything about 6 feet distance and social distancing. And we're going to take it a time. That's right. We have a man with Down syndrome singing the song.
We cannot put that on the air. I think we lost Alison on that one.
The look on your guys' face was great.
Oh, man. That was a great way to welcome you guys back to Cinemadness. We are on our final episode of Godzilla. This is the third episode of our Godzilla series. My name is Adam. I am here with Alison.
Hi.
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 How are you?
Oh, I am just happy to be here.
I bet you are. Roman, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Was that your quote?
Yeah, it was.
That was your quote.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a Chitara, pretty much.
Chitara from Thundercats?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah. You're welcome.
She could fight Godzilla.
She could. She keep it up there with Jack Jaguar.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a reference to previous episodes. I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
gotta listen. You gotta listen to the. Got to listen to the series to figure it out.
You got.
We're
know
sorry.
You gotta. All right, so we are covering the 2014 Legendary Pictures Godzilla.
Yeah.
Starring Brian Walter White Cranston.
Yes.
And others.
Ooh, I'm a
Oh,
big fan of
Elizabeth
others.
Olsen.
Elizabeth
was in-
Olsen
yeah.
and Ken Watanabe.
And Ken Watanabe from Batman Begins and The Last Samurai.
And he's in another Godzilla movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the first one that...
Okay, my bad.
Well, yeah.
Jeez. And Aaron Taylor Johnson.
That guy. Was he the son?
He was in Kick-Ass, yes. And
Okay.
Kick-Ass 2.
Wait, so where's Nicole Kidman?
What?
Well, no, you said and others are in the film.
Oh,
jeez.
God. I am your kaiju.
Oh.
Why did you both go like Chris Tucker on me? You both went straight Chris Tucker. Like it was great.
It didn't sound like Chris Tucker. It sounded like the girl in the movie. The others.
But
I was the only one in the world that liked that movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
still
Juliette Binoche is in this, too.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's a French lady. She's a French actress. She was in the English Patient. And I thought she was in Chocolat, but she's not. Never mind. Ghost in the Machine. Okay, anyways.
if
yes,
you're
Godzilla.
French, you're in Chocolat is basically the role.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back. I am Roman from Cinemadness Podcast, and again, I am with the wonderfully talented expertise on all things Godzilla, Mr. Gabriel. Gabriel, how you doing, sir?
Good, but you forgot a line in the beginning. Not born Godzilla fan yet. Person.
All right, well, thank you very much. I'll ask the questions, young man. Thank you. I don't know who booked these guests, sincerely. I got to talk to Adam. So, today we're going to talk about Godzilla 2014. Now, Godzilla 2014 is yet another film that's just called Godzilla. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's actually an Easter egg from the first Godzilla. Because the first Godzilla movie is called Godzilla, and the 2014 movie is called Godzilla also.
Are there any other films that were just called Godzilla?
Originally Final Wars, before that title was taken away.
Okay. All right. What about the 1997 one or 98 one? Was that just called Godzilla?
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Okay, but you don't count that one, right?
I don't.
Okay. So 2014. You already spoiled my question, but I'll ask it anyways. Were you born yet, sir?
Very close. Actually, very close. Only 1 year away. Only 1 year away from Cheers. Yay.
Okay. Well, excellent. Well, best of luck to you. I hope that you get born at some point, buddy. So, when we're talking about Godzilla 2014, can you give us an overview on the film? Essentially, what happens? What are your thoughts on it? Let's talk about it a little bit.
I give the rating the 30s. The 30. In the 30s place.
So you rate this film 30.
Yeah.
Is that out of 100? Is that out of 50?
30 out of 100.
So you're not a big fan of the 2014 Godzilla?
Yeah, what you said.
Okay. Why?
It's just the actiony parts are actiony, but most of it before its action is quite boring.
Okay. Your opinion, that's fine. What do you feel about the other supporting kaijus in this film?
There are only 2 kaijus, female Mewtwo and male Mewtwo. My personal favorite is male Mewtwo, because that one can fly. But I have no choice but to vote for female Mewtwo because that one has a lot more strength and agility.
Okay. Now, do you feel that the Mewtwo's kind of look like the Cloverfield monster a little bit?
Actually, in Easter eggs, yes, it is.
So was that a yes?
Yeah. The Easter egg is that they use the Cloverfield monster and change a lot of designs, turn it black, had like kind of like red flash eyes, and then they changed the name to female Mewtwo.
So you're saying that they used the Cloverfield monster as the model to build up the Mewtwo? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
And still that didn't make it one of your favorite Godzilla films?
Well, the Easter egg is quite interesting, actually.
All right, please go on.
That's it. Oh, that's it. That's
Oh, okay. Sorry, I apologize. No problem. Well, thank you, sir. So, in terms of the Godzilla that's featured in this one, what makes this one special, if anything, from the other Godzillas that were shown in the movies?
It was one of the third actually the second made American film of Godzilla. So yay for the second Godzilla American film. Yay. Only the second. That's it. Only the second.
Okay. All right. Well, they were trying to build or make Godzilla films, I believe, as early as, 1992, 93?
The first American Godzilla film was around 1998.
Okay. Excellent. Now, this era of Godzilla is its own era. It's called American films. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So, when it comes to this Godzilla, you said that you're a fan of him, correct?
Sure, let's go with that.
All right. You don't sound too enthralled with this one. What about the supporting characters? So you had a lot of a human story. Did you not care for that too much?
I didn't care for it too much.
Okay.
Well, I mean, part of it is kind of sad because this person was held prisoner because during the first slash attack of Godzilla, they said that he lost his wife and his kids during the attack.
The main character, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Did you find that sad?
I didn't cry during it. I just found it kind of sad.
Have you ever cried in a Godzilla movie?
No.
Do you think you will ever cry in a Godzilla movie?
No.
Have you ever seen your father cry in a Godzilla movie?
Kinda.
Okay. Well, that concludes the rest of our questions. No. So in terms of the film itself, so you mentioned it wasn't one of your favorite films. Is there any reason why you would recommend someone watch this film?
If they wanna watch an actiony/boring movie.
You heard it first, folks. If you want to watch an actiony/boring movie, watch Godzilla 2014. Well, Gabriel, thank you very much for joining us today. And do you have a Twitter account? What's your handle? Do you have?
I'm just gonna.
Are you big on? Are you big on social media?
Actually, no.
Okay, well, Gabriel, we'll see you around. A lot of great things. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay, so yeah, I picked this movie. Mm-hmm. It was either going to be this one or the Matthew Broderick one, and I remember that one was not good. And I think I saw this before, but when I started watching it, I didn't really remember it. And I love Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
So
I chose this one.
I actually thought when I put this out there for you guys that you were going to choose the one with Millie Bob.
No, because I had just watched that, so it was fresh in my. Not just watched it, like I put it on and watched some popcorn the other night, but that was like the newest one that I saw in the theater.
Yeah,
and I don't want to watch that again.
Okay,
it was okay.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, no.
Just further proof that things that go to Fenway Park go to die.
Have any of you watched Damsel yet?
Yes. He has. He said that, yeah. I don't believe that she's a good actress outside of Stranger Things. Prove me wrong.
She's good in Nola Holmes. I like her.
Oh, I liked her in Nola Holmes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damsel didn't look like something that I would care to watch. I don't know. Yes.
Explain why, let's go...
Explain why you hate this movie.
Let's go ahead and go down this journey. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's not a lot of action in the other than the sad part when his wife dies and he essentially kills his wife, which
watches her die
and burn. That was very heartbreaking and sad.
I mean, he doesn't kill her; she makes him.
Correct.
Yeah,
and he had no choice but to do that because he would have killed himself. But that was very sad.
He has a hot wife. So what?
Oh, jeez. So that was sad, but. There was just a lot of story and drama to get to before anything happened. And now that you say that how it kind of tied into the 1950 movie or whatever, I get that. I get they had to build up or whatever, but it was just, I don't know. My notes have gloomy color palette. It's very gloomy.
It is.
And just
a lot of clouds.
Yeah. Just one color the whole time. It's just very I don't know. We're in Seattle.
Wow.
We
love you, Washington.
Yeah.
I was very empathetic to the relationship with the father and son. I really liked that. The relationship they were building. That was really nice to see. And for once, I actually paid attention to the score. And the score fit this movie.
Okay.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who did it, but could be Hans Zimmer. Could be somebody else. I don't know. But yeah. So I think that this movie is probably underrated for a lot of people. It's just I wouldn't watch it again. It was better than the Matthew Broderick one.
Yes. That one has a soft spot in my heart. It's just to me.
It has a certain charm to it.
The Matthew Broderick one?
Yeah. I mean,
it's not good.
Right.
If you're a big fan of New York because it goes to the inner city of New York and it goes to Madison Square Garden, if you're a big fan of the people that were kind of hot during that time period, Hank Azaria, Matthew Broderick, things like that. It was
Jean Reno from The Professional.
Oh man, he's always
or
great.
Gene Reno.
Gene Reno.
I
feel like Godzilla looked badass in this movie.
He did.
So
yeah,
we're moving on up now with the
big
the
chunky
costume.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he had the spikes that were glowing, and his breath was cool.
Well, that's the introduction to the Godzilla that we essentially know now,
Yes.
with the exception of what happened in Shin Godzilla, with Shin Godzilla, I know you're a huge fan of all these. Huh?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla is basically its own standalone movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Patterson Batman, where it's
Yes.
like you're your own thing here.
In fact, it's kind of the same because it's a dark, gritty, violent,
political satire.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's go to the
man.
room and make
Got
decisions.
so many things that I'm into.
Oh,
Political
yeah.
satire, dark and gritty.
Yeah.
Shin guards.
Yeah, we're not watching Ladybugs with.
with
yeah,
the dead guy.
Rodney
Both
Dangerfield.
both dead guys.
Oh wow!
yeah.
Jonathan Brandis.
Oh man, oof, too soon.
Oh my heavens! Oh boy, let's get into something a little bit more cheery. A dark, broody movie.
Yeah, let's talk about a dead wife.
Yeah, go ahead, please. You're talking
Also, this is probably one of the first times we've been introduced to Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, I didn't even remember she was in
I
this
didn't
until
either.
I saw it again.
Because now we know her as
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. She was in a couple other movies. She's a good actress, but in here
She's actually pretty-
she is now. But in
Yeah.
this movie, she could have been played by anybody.
She's the better Olsen.
Yeah. Yes. Well, the other ones don't really do anything.
Exactly.
Anymore. Yeah. But in this movie, you could have replaced her with anybody. Really. You could have thrown Helen Hunt in there for all I care. I don't know.
Wait, you
Cougar.
go to an actual really good actress.
I know.
of
I'm
Helen
sorry.
Hunt.
I don't know why that
Yeah,
was the first thing that came to my mind.
I mean, you know what? There's no one.
Mad about Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt is an Academy Award winning actress. I'm sorry.
I would pay to see that. Have Paul
Reiser.
Reiser.
Paul.
Yep.
Paul Reiser.
Yep. Helen Hunt and Godzilla, then trying to figure out how to explain each other about their relationship, past
how to
relationship
express
with
their
Godzilla.
love. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, you could throw Godzilla in the new Twister movie.
You could.
you could start it. You know?
Could start it.
Yeah.
Start what?
He could start a Twister.
Oh, he starts the Twister.
Yeah.
I was at the brewery last night when I was doing trivia, and
Do
they
you
had.
have to sound like you're half Irish?
I was at the brewery last night, and
Oh, were you speaking with Clive?
they had Monster NATO on,
Yes.
and I could not understand the movie at all. But your little Twister thing made me think of that. Anyway,
Well, when does it have right hand blue?
Is that like Twister? Oh, Twister, the game.
Yeah, there you go.
oh, there we
yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Welcome, folks.
Okay.
If you like my interview with my son, guys, all day, folks, all day.
Okay.
This movie seemed very long.
It was.
Yeah.
And it was over 2 hours, which is the norm, blah, blah, blah. There's a joke I have. I don't like long movies, but it just felt long. Like, I had to take multiple breaks.
So
It was heavy.
You guys remember when we did our review of Godzilla 1954, I compared it to
Poetry.
the original Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Well, this Godzilla 2014 reminded me very much of Batman Begins in terms of the pace, in terms of the structure, where you
And
have
the
this
color.
And the color
Yeah,
and the
where you have this-
gloominess.
where you
and
have
the
this
death.
you have this really dark and gritty. They basically completely stripped away everything you knew. Now they started building up because, in retrospect, this movie was important because it built up Monarch and it helped build up everything that we know of the Monsterverse.
Right, and we had it built up Skull Island, and
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it built up, but Skull Island came out before this.
Yes,
one, I
it
thought.
did.
Yeah.
No, it came out after.
because the post credit scene was was Ghidorah on the wall of the cave
Okay, so Skull Island came out
after
this one?
Godzilla. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Skull Island was great.
Skull Island
It
was
was.
good.
John C. Reilly,
Tom Hiddleston.
perfect.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
Your turn.
Hot potato. Ah! All right. Jeez. The last time I played Limp Bizkit with you guys. Hi-yo, you're welcome. Anyways, no. Oh, tough crowd. Tough crowd.
Yeah, wow.
Allison would fail at that one. As far as we know,
Jeez.
we've lost Roman. So I will talk now.
Okay.
How about me? I loved this movie.
Okay.
I hated it when I first saw it. It's like the reverse Final Wars.
Clearly.
I saw it in the theater. I'm like, there's like no Godzilla in this movie.
Right.
And then this time when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, I really like the world building. And I've become a big fan of lore. I say that all the time.
Go
And
to the brewery. You're a big fan of lore.
I'm a big fan of the lore.
R. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, please.
The Lord thy God. Yeah, I really, especially now that we've gotten King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong and the Monarch show, which I haven't started yet, I really like the whole Monarch idea of it and how...
Then you'll really like the Monarch show.
Yeah,
if you like all those things.
I like the human element in this movie, which is weird because I in the last two I was talking about how I don't like the human element in the last two, but this one...
It was different.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was deep. It was thick with story, thick with lore.
You're building characters, whereas the other ones, it was just throw humans in there.
Yeah. And
it was an afterthought.
And it's building a universe. The Monsterverse is fantastic now. And I just really... I was watching this... I watched it in the middle of the night. I was like, oh, I got to watch it before but we were going to record last time. So I watched it in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh, I really like this. Oh, this is great. That's it.
Why do they call it Monarch if there's no Monarch butterfly that's going to be in here?
Yeah, Roman.
Why can't we have a giant Monarch butterfly?
We have
Mothra. That's a
Mothra.
moth. I want a Monarch butterfly.
I think they cover it in the show, I think. I recall.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'll get on the show.
I don't know. I think Monarch has to do with like the monarchy.
Well, the logo is a butterfly, isn't it?
I thought so.
No, that's a tattoo that you get when you're 17.
Don't
Hi-yo!
talk about my tramp stamp.
Oh, hey, it's okay.
I don't have one of those.
Anyway, speak for yourself, right, Adam?
That's why he's quiet.
Exactly. It was a crazy game of poker that night. Crazy game. But anyway, so in terms of the film itself, when I rewatched it, it reminded me very much, and I saw it in the theaters. And I remember, it was a solid film. It's just I was expecting more Godzilla. And what I got was essentially a melodrama around Godzilla, and then you eventually saw him near the end. It was a slow burn. I'm not a huge fan of those stories, especially if you're waiting to see the new iteration of, the new story building. It would be the equivalent to you buy a ticket to see Batman, and then you have this melodrama about people living in Gotham, and you see a little bit of Batman here and there leaping out of a building,
see that.
And then near the end, those two same characters are saved by Batman as the villain that you hardly know or barely know kind of starts messing up things. What did you think of the main villain characters, the Mutos?
I thought it was dumb.
Great detail there.
Yeah, it was a carbon copy of the Cloverfield monster. And, kudos for them for trying to make new stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it failed. But I like the idea of the Muto thing being...
Oh, if you like new stuff, you're going to love Monarch.
I like it. I like that they're starting an origin of some of these monsters.
They took up too much time.
They did.
They took up too much screen time. It almost turned into like their movie.
And I think it's the only time there was a male and female kaiju
together
of the same.
Yeah,
I thought that
Pokemon.
was interesting with the mating call and things like that. So it was definitely different in terms and well thought out. And it was something that you haven't really seen, but I think that would have been better off as a TV show, really, to be very honest.
But they had to introduce somebody else in the movie, I guess. Right? Not just Godzilla? Did they do that in Matthew Broderick's? Or was it just Godzilla in that
It was just Godzilla.
No, it was just
Godzilla.
Versus the Americans.
Yeah, Godzilla,
Versus the army.
Well, in people's minds, when they make movies, they think that more is better, so let's throw this and put that in there. So, I don't know, but it didn't work.
That's why I didn't like it in the first time I watched it. Was I was like, oh, this is going back to basics. This is going back to just Godzilla. And then it wasn't, and I was unhappy with it. But yeah, it grew on me. It's definitely a movie that if you like cinema, it's something that you should watch.
Well, and Cranston really brought it.
He does.
Sure.
He always does.
Right.
Yeah, this was one of his better...
Even in Total Remake, he was good in it.
He's good in anything he does.
Oh, yeah.
But, it just turned this into more of a dramatic movie, like true acting instead of just Godzilla.
Yeah, the scene where he's screaming at the door just that's moving right there. I mean, he's just completely balls to the wall, and I keep on thinking, man, this is the same guy that was dancing Cherokee people in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, this is the same guy.
You want to talk about range?
No,
that's Bryan
kidding.
Cranston.
Well, I mean, that's an amazing thing. Just to completely go sidebar a little bit, can you imagine? Nowadays, people's careers are killed because they're typecasted.
Yeah,
and that seems like it would be so ripe for the typecasting. And
the typecasting.
Oh, for the typecasting. Oh yeah, I once played a dog in a Kibble and Bits commercial.
Why did I do that?
Never made anything else other than Kibble and Bits commercials. I was the dog. I was always the dog. Kind of like Gilbert Godfrey. He was the always annoying guy. Just
or
saying.
what's his name? Schneider.
Yeah,
Rob.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Or
pretty.
Bobcat
versatile.
Goldthwait.
No, Rob Schneider.
Yeah, he's pretty versatile. He plays the goofy guy who's Asian. Plays the goofy
Oh,
guy.
I was gonna say
Who's an animal? He was a woman.
Gigolo.
Twice.
Yeah, everywhere you go.
American and European.
Yeah, he ain't got nobody.
I think this movie would have done a lot better if it was just called Monarch, and it was hinted as a Godzilla movie, but it was more on the human side of it.
Because that's what it all was.
Right, exactly. Yeah. They marketed it as a Godzilla movie, which it is. It's a Godzilla movie.
I mean, it's there, yeah.
But it's more the setup for King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, again, going back to my original analogy of Batman Begins. I mean, it sets up the roller coaster that was the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah.
But Batman Begins had a lot of Batman in it.
Yes, it did. It had the training of Batman. He wasn't actually Batman until near the end.
Yeah, but
it was towards the middle of the movie.
Yeah, it had training and it had his backstory.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely had a lot of training with what's his name.
Yeah.
He was taken.
Yeah,
No,
he
but
knows
what's his
a particular
character's
set of
name?
skills.
Why can't I
Ra's al
remember?
Ghul.
Yes.
Yes, he knows a particular
I
set of
was thinking
skills.
of Qui-Gon. I don't know. I'm getting my
Well,
Qui-Gon.
I'm getting my stuff mixed up.
Qui-Gon.
I'm looking up taglines.
Start your morning off right. with
Shut
Qui-Gon.
up.
Best part of waking
It's
up.
late.
It's Qui-Gon in your cup.
With new flavor of Mintachlorian.
Stupid.
Mintachlorian flavor.
Mintachlorian.
Yep, there you go. I had to have a spin. Okay, excellent. So, all right. Hey.
Here are the rails. Here are we, way over here.
And this is me shamelessly trying to I brought us off this. Yeah.
So if
I
Godzilla were a coffee flavor, what would he taste like? And would Bryan Cranston drink it?
Oh, you know what? We've been working way too long together because that was pretty spot on in terms of.
Weren't his spikes bluish?
Oh,
yeah.
So Alison with the style. Yeah, it's like, ooh, there you go. No.
What do you mean? Ooh, there they go. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah, the purple. You
No, that's not where I'm going, but I like that. I'm trying to. What color was the meth in Breaking Bad?
Oh, my heavens.
Hello. I mean, if you can't have Jesse in the movie saying,
Bitch.
Bitch. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan.
So I was just looking up Monarch, and I didn't realize that both Kurt and Wyatt Russell were in the show.
That's really cool. Like, I'm having to shut up so bad because I want to start talking about it.
It's produced by Matt Shankman, who did
Shankman.
Who did he did WandaVision and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh.
And
Boy,
it's,
that's two sides of the track right there.
And it's written by Matt Fraction, who's written some of the best comic book stories ever. He wrote the Hawkeye story that the show is based on, which they really bungled it because it's Jeremy Renner and he's not a very good Hawkeye. But Matt Fraction wrote that. Matt Fraction is just an incredible writer, so I'm gonna probably watch it when I go to bed tonight.
My favorite math.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that Fraction only wrote part of it.
Oh man!
Oh, my God.
I was trying to think of a fraction joke, but that was
There you go. There
it.
he is. There you go.
That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't come across the Russell yet, the younger Russell in the
Wyatt?
show. Yeah, Wyatt.
Wow, you haven't watched past
Episode
the opening
1.
credits?
He was in the first one?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that was just Kurt. My bad.
No.
I thought it was Kurt and John Goodman.
Yeah. No.
No.
Jan Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman.
No. He's in it. Yeah. Ringo's in
Okay,
it. Jones in it. Yeah.
Ringo's in it.
God, Ringo. Okay, you want the tagline?
Oh, we want taglines.
There's only 3.
Mouthful.
And they're
I
small.
want the tagline.
Short, small.
Give me taglines.
The king will rise. The king arrives. The world ends. Godzilla begins.
Was that one tagline?
No, those are all 3.
Oh.
With murder.
So the first 2 could have just been Baz Luhrmann's Elvis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Bubba Hotep.
Or Bubba Hotep, yeah.
Yeah.
The world ends. Godzilla begins.
Bubba Hotep.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go around the table. Adam, what's your tagline?
He's back, and this time he's not making meth.
Oh, you stole
Bitch.
It's Godzilla, bitch.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
I take his.
I claim that.
I choose to choose you. Yours. I choose you.
Godzilla saves Vegas.
So, do you like stuff?
Wait. Why I see a monarch, we can see a king. Huh?
I don't know, man.
But that alludes that it could be King Kong.
But he's king of the monsters.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I like King Kong better.
Or a god. Be a monarch if you could be a god.
Well, now I'm just singing Rap God by Eminem.
You're a god and I'm a god. And
Was that over the top?
Who sang that? Vertical Horizon?
Yeah. Someone is speaking.
No, I don't need you to sing it from the beginning.
No, we're not gonna. This is not.
Because you're a god. That's what Godzilla could sing.
So
yes, that's right.
So what is your tagline, Roman?
I just said, boy, I have a
Oh
monarch.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good to know you're an active listener.
Or
Where
we
are
could
we?
have one that says Godzilla will show up.
Eventually.
Yes.
Yes.
Sit back, relax. Godzilla will show up.
It eventually will happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you thought Final Wars was too fast,
We got the movie for you.
We slowed it down.
We slowed it down.
Back to the basics.
You'll be out in time for early bird dinner.
Monarch Academy 2. Back to the Academy. No. Oh, there you go. You could have
man.
exclusives of
Police Academy.
Monarch Academy.
Monarch Academy. I like
And
that.
Actually bring the same exact characters in. That would be great. Just have the guy who does the voices. Granted, he's like 80 now.
Oh, God.
You
He
know?
has his own TikTok.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah, why
it's
wouldn't
good.
He's the oldest guy on TikTok.
No. Sir Anthony Hopkins is on TikTok, and so is Sir Patrick Stewart.
Well, Patrick Stewart just transcends life itself.
Yes.
I mean, he makes
He's never going to die.
He makes
He sounds bad now.
Oh,
He
does he?
sounds like an old man now.
He makes a Paramount Plus commercial fun.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
The new one's so good.
Oh, yeah. You
With
must
Peppa.
throw the child.
You must throw the child. And
I'm
then
not
he
gonna
doesn't. Who's the one he yells at to shut her?
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
Barrymore.
Shut
Shut
your
it,
face.
bitch. Shut your face, Barrymore.
Shut your face, Barrymore. And she just looks like,
She's like, what?
yeah.
That's
of
my
course.
favorite thing about everything that Seth MacFarlane does is Patrick Stewart is involved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Patrick Stewart's just willing to do it. Him
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, him and Ian McKellen.
Yeah, him and American Dad. Just,
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about when I was looking at the back of your daughter's head? Your promotion. What? Oh, thank
Do you have
sir.
any Gatorade? I seem to have left all my electrolytes in your daughter. Yeah, in the new Ted series, one of the episodes is actually narrated by Ian McKellen, which is funny because in the Ted movies it was narrated by Patrick Stewart.
Well, and what's funny is like he actually has some really good like A actors. Like Liam Neeson was in.
He was in Ted too.
Well, and 50. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was
with
in.
the
Yeah,
tricks.
he was on A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah.
Liam Nielsen?
Liam Nielsen.
Is he related to Bridget Nielsen?
He's the guy that does all the cable boxes.
oh,
the Nielsen ratings.
You guys.
And he's got an amazing voice.
He's only messed up one guy's name.
Yeah.
So I
I
to
messed
be
up more
fair,
in the last
To be
episode.
fair, you all could be messing up names because they're all Japanese.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm staying quiet. I'm not even.
Not
I'm
even gonna try it.
Yeah,
I mean, Ken Watanabe
you go.
is a Japanese.
And you messed that up. Is
Yeah.
a Japanese.
Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe is a Japanese.
Ken Watanabe.
Ken
Well,
Watanabe.
There's no more Japanese sayings that are in here. So.
Okay.
Sorry, I did pretty good.
You did.
actually
You did great with the
you
Japanese
did good.
stuff.
Again,
Great.
I want your Japanese saying as my ringtone for you.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, but is there anything that could have made, like, if we were to make Godzilla be more prominent in this one, would it have cheapened out the Monsterverse? I think so.
I think so too. I think it was well made for what it needed to be. I think people are jaded and want old school Godzilla stuff and not want a world to build up to it. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
they
people
they
expect
definitely get
certain
in
things.
-1.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, you loved that, didn't you?
Yeah, I've seen. I've watched it 16 times.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, so Godzilla -1 is a movie that that I haven't seen.
It had one, and then we took it away.
Why
and
was
It was not written by Matt Fraction.
I was about to feed into that.
Why did they make that movie in black and white and color? Like, why would they ask people to see whichever one they wanted? Like, I would think that the color one would make it not as
Because
poignant.
black and white has more depth.
Right. So why do it in color? Why even bother putting it out in the theaters in color?
Because there are people out there that will not watch movies that are in black and white, and that's a sad, sad thing.
You see what he's doing? He's taking that shot at me when I'm actually being nice about the black.
Well,
and
you didn't
white.
like the artist?
That little dog. It was okay. No, I didn't. That's a silent movie, right?
99% of it.
Yeah.
No, that's two strikes you're out.
The black and white Snyder cut is gorgeous.
But you're not answering my question.
Yes, we are.
So-
You're just not listening to our answers.
Okay.
You're liking them. No,
Okay, that's
but
fine.
Please continue. No. I was
Zack
supposed to-
Snyder's Justice League did not get. Was there a colored version of? Oh God, that's not
Yeah, it
The
first came out color.
no, but that wasn't the director's cut, not the one that was in the theater. As just Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, the Snyder cut had its first release was in color,
Oh, I didn't watch it in color.
and then they released the Justice as a gray edition.
So why do they do that? Because people just are prone to watching the color.
Because black and white, like I said, black and white adds depth to the film itself. Literally, not
Right.
like
So
character
why-
wise.
right, So why
And
not
also-
just put it in black and
well,
white? Is
well,
what I'm
Because
saying.
no one will watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have jaded people. That's why they made the new Psycho,
Vince
the
Vaughn.
remake with
Right.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Gus Van Sant made it because he said, and I quote, "No one wants to watch a black and white movie."
He really liked watching it in a theater and wanted to bring it back. Is basically his backstory.
Right.
That he watched it. He watched the Anthony Hopkins version.
Anthony Perkins?
Sorry, Anthony Perkins.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, exactly.
But we needed.
Would you like a room, Clarice?
I don't know. I think it's fine that you redid it. It could have been done black and white, but I think we needed an updated Psycho.
He basically did it shot for shot.
I
of the
get it.
original.
Yeah, I mean that's what made it bad. Was it was
right.
shot for
what
shot?
if it had been shot for shot in black and white with just new people? Is that still
No.
bad?
It- yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because why?
It didn't.
why-
That
It didn't
doesn't
need-
necessarily.
It's not necessary.
yeah, I mean,
I'm all for remakes, but you make it your own.
Yeah.
the original book by Richard Block of Psycho is so darn good.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, so darn good.
So Garndood.
So darn good. So darn good. Yet I can't even. Yeah, sorry. Dyslexia.
So Jennifer Garner good.
Exactly.
It's Electra good.
So you could have made that aspect and had a different voice to it and a different perspective. I mean, they made the TV series Psycho.
Oh, Bates Motel. That was an
Bates
awesome
Motel.
show. You're drinking out of the cup.
Bates
Yeah,
Motel
yeah.
was amazing.
I never finished it, but
it kind of started losing me near the end. Or
Freddie Highmore
It,
just
it
is
was
amazing.
so good at the end after he killed her. Hell yeah.
oh boy, spoiler.
Hell yeah. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Psycho,
Yes.
1960.
Yes, or the 17 sequels afterwards.
Oh man, I about a year ago I bought the Psycho 4K. It looks amazing.
Chef kiss.
Chef's kicks.
Chef kicks. Okay. All right. Well, will you buy the 4K of Godzilla 2014?
Sure. I really like the movie. If they release a 4K of the entire Monsterverse series, I'd probably buy it.
Skull Island would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then King of Monsters. I mean,
King of Monsters is what I tell people that's what CGI needs to look like because it looked fantastic.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I actually forgot about Godzilla 2014. When you selected that, I was thinking King of Monsters.
That's a Millie Bobby Brown one.
Yeah,
the Millie Bobby
and
Brown.
I'm like, okay, cool. I love that one. Great. And I started watching. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one. And it's like, oh yeah. And Cranston was so good. Things like that. But I'm like, I remember seeing it in the theaters, but it was just my mental capacity deleted that one, the memory of it, and just replaced it with King of Monsters. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But also because King of Monsters came out after my son was born, whereas 2014 was just before, and I've seen King of Monsters probably 1,000 times because of my son, and he did, yeah. Dude, he had a game-winning hit. He stood on home plate, and he did the Godzilla roar thing. He roared.
Didn't he dress up as Godzilla one year for Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
really
one
cute.
year?
I think maybe twice. Yeah. And
He's a fan.
There was a really cool Godzilla comic book that came out about 6 or 7 years ago.
There's some really good Godzilla comics out there. Just
Yeah.
period. Throughout the years.
The first story that IDW got, it was really cool because like all the monsters just started coming out of nowhere, and it was up to the United States to build a Mecha Godzilla to try to fight them all off. It was just a cool story, and they should make that into a movie. So anyway, now he's fighting off dragons. Godzilla, here be dragons. Here be dragons.
How come they never did Godzilla in the Pacific Rim movies? Because it has to be approved by...
Yeah, it's got to be approved by Toho.
It's kind of the similar thing where why didn't you have Jason versus Freddy versus Michael Myers?
Michael Myers didn't want to party. The other two partied.
Yeah, the original ending was them getting chained up by Pinhead.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. Talk about putting him in a box. Yeah, you're welcome.
That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Was it?
I mean, I think it kind of was.
Yeah, she went quarter Cookie Monster. I think you were talking.
I think it kind of was.
She went a fraction quarter
yeah.
Cookie Monster.
At the end of the day, if you put Jason, Freddy, and Michael, we all know who's going to win.
Yeah, Freddy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Freddy will win. Freddy is the most scary out of all of them.
Freddy is a dream demon.
Exactly. He wins. End of story.
Yeah.
I mean, Pinhead is scary. Don't get me wrong.
He's
in a thing all
demon
by
from
himself.
hell.
Right. He's in a thing all by himself. But
He's a priest. He's a hell priest.
you can't go to sleep. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
terrifying.
you can't go to hell.
Anyone can go to hell.
No, he will literally drag you to hell just for you playing a fucked up version of the Rubik's Cube.
I'm not adding him into the mix because he's on
Unless
his
you're
own.
Justin Long.
Oof.
Dragged to hell.
Justin Long.
Well, as long as you're not getting a...
Who else on my wall here can we throw in?
Candyman.
Leatherface. Leatherface is just gone.
Leprechaun.
He's just a dude.
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun. All they have to do is throw shoes at him.
Oh, I'm looking for me God.
You should put
I'm the
Leprechaun
leprechaun.
versus the guy from Saw. Like he comes out on his tricycle and the Leprechaun kind of waddles out. Okay, we're getting way off track.
We really
I'm so
are.
sorry.
None of that will probably make it. It's
Leprechaun versus Billy the Puppet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like back in the day, one of our first episodes, Adam and I went on like this 40-minute rant or conversation about Batman, which was really cool, and it never made it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
They never made it.
Yeah, you deleted.
Did you go back and listen to some of these rewind ones?
I had to. I had to make sure they were sounding good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they just like really bad? Like, have we grown up?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the first ones are really rough.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah,
I remember End of the Rose.
Yeah, that was wow. It reminded me. Norm Macdonald had a television show on Netflix or show on Netflix.
the Norm Macdonald show.
Yeah, his first episode was with Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
And people were literally walking through the set with ladders.
It was a great show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Dana Carvey goes, "Oh, this is a test show. Oh, Norm, you got me a test." No, man, this is a real one. And literally, like, he's like, this is where the song's going to go. And he's like doing like this, I'm doing a song. And so that, to me, when I saw that Norm Macdonald version, I was taken back to our first episode of End of the Rose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so, yeah, let's talk movies. Anybody watch any movies? Like, well, I watched I forget the movie that I saw with.
It was a kids movie. It was like Over the Hedge
no,
or
it
something.
wasn't Over the Hedge. It was Open Season.
Open
yeah,
season.
and Adam's like, I don't even know what that is. It was so funny. And
That was the
bad.
night I got really drunk for our second episode. Do you
Yeah,
remember? I was holding
yeah.
the mic.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
bad.
remember.
That was bad.
I remember. Adam.
Ooh,
I remember.
we've grown up.
I've changed. We've all changed since
We're
then.
boring now.
Yeah, we're
We
just
drink
podcasters
we
now.
Drink water and coffee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well.
Well, thanks, Roman. On a serious note, I am not a Godzilla fan.
no.
But
You didn't get turned?
no, I did not get turned. I will not watch these movies again. I don't even think I would watch maybe the newer ones with Carter if he wants to get into that, because clearly I am more about the newer movies.
Watch Shin Godzilla. That's actually
Shin
pretty
Godzilla is pretty badass.
Cool. Yeah,
we'll
Shin
see.
Godzilla is pretty cool.
But I understand why people like it. I give it respect that it's a movie series that has more movies than any other franchise. I mean, that's a huge deal. To keep that lore alive, that's a big deal.
Well, I think real quick on that note, one of the reasons why it's so popular is because we have this love for dragons and dinosaurs.
Sure.
So
And destruction. We love destruction movies.
Oh yeah, because we're all little kids at heart,
Right.
And we're all stomping
And I
through the
think
fields.
that it also has to do with the whole Japanese culture. We love Japanese culture.
We sure
we
do.
love the video games. we
Oh,
love
gosh.
their world. We love all of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I don't. What is that?
Nothing.
No,
Nothing. Love you.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was just my glee.
Oh, okay.
If anyone listening understands what that meant, let us know in the
That
comments.
was Glee, apparently.
Yeah,
Glee?
yeah.
Like,
So
like the TV show?
I just think that that's another part. That's another reason. Like just like how we like, fantasy, like Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff.
Play a cop coming home from work. Oh
What?
yeah. Oh, okay, different type of
Fantasy.
fantasy.
Oh. I'm trying to be serious, and
How we
he's
like
goofing
role-playing.
around.
You're looking at me like I can control him.
I know.
Get your boy.
Get him under control. Slap him around.
No.
Oh, he's pulling out the spray. Please.
It's like a Flonase commercial.
Like a cat. Spray him with water.
Please try.
No,
to
that was it. I'm done, I guess.
Oh
No, I just that's amazing for something to have that many movies and that big of a following that you can continue to put new Godzilla movies out and you win Academy Awards and you have people going to the theater and people are really excited about it. I will go see I don't know if I'll go see it. I don't know if I'll go to the theater, but I will watch the new one just because I like King Kong. I think Kong is cool. Even though I don't like monkeys.
No, you won't go see
So you're not going
Kingdom
to
of
see
the
Planet
Apes.
Planet
No,
Apes?
you know why? And here's why. Don't get me started with the ape movies. King Kong will never speak, and he will never put an outfit on, and he will never take over the world.
He wears a gauntlet in this one.
No. Like a what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Thanos.
Like a
Thanos.
Thanos
Yeah.
thing? Where did he get that from?
The government. Monarch.
Oh, so Monarch put it on him to hit people with?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. It's not out
Yeah.
yet.
I understand that, but why would they need to put that on him?
I think it's to match the power of Godzilla.
And also, at some point, I'm sure it's going to be on movie poster. Gloves off this time. Huh?
so. It's basically just armor for his one.
But it's got like
yeah.
some kind of power to it.
Oh.
He has
Like
an
a power
axe.
glove.
He has
Yeah.
an axe, for Pete's sake, made out of Godzilla's spikes.
Yeah.
So,
like The Walking Dead.
Exactly.
yeah.
Remember that Spike guy? That's not the Spike guy.
Oh, you
but-
mean Negan?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch that show, but I'm just trying to like bring it back to other things. Anyways, yeah, I like King Kong as a Godzilla as a monster.
Okay.
I don't like lizards, so he's kind of creepy.
I think we should get our minds together and write a serious version from Hanna-Barbera, The Great Ape, and just like make it, from the makers of Joker, the movie.
He
comes
could
Great
fight
Ape.
Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you.
Or just Magilla Gorilla. They could both fight off.
You can have a Hanna-Barbera verse and make it a very serious,
Yeah.
They
very
should.
morose.
Did you hear about the Poonaverse?
Go ahead.
You know the Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
That already
man,
came
yeah,
out.
yes.
they're doing a second one, and then they're gonna expand it into like Pinocchio and Bambi, and they're making a Pooh-niverse. That's what they're calling it.
Poohn, Pooniverse.
Not Pooh-niverse.
Pooniverse.
Pooh-niverse.
Pooniverse.
Oh boy.
Let's say it 15 more times.
I said it the same way you said it.
Pooh-niverse.
Poon.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Poon.
Winnie the Pooh.
First of all, the thought of a horror Pinocchio movie is terrifying because Pinocchio was a scary movie anyways.
Oh, then you could just walk him into the lie to me. As he impales a guy. That's right.
What are you talking
Because
about?
when he lies, he...
Oh, got it.
Of course, he wouldn't say lie to me. He was like, I have to lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ruined it, Roman.
Yeah, he gets close. It's like, I think you're a really nice guy, Gary. No.
That's not a bad idea.
Tell me the truth. I will tell you the truth.
He just impales him with his nose.
Yeah, you
with
should
his
write
wood.
some horror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have a script that no one will read.
I read it.
You did.
Maybe you should just write goofy stuff like this because that's clearly what's getting money. I mean, there's a movie called Imaginary where the stupid...
Imaginary friends are evil.
And it's a stupid teddy bear.
Teddy-bear.
The movie looks like
And
garbage.
it's Blumhouse. They'll put out anything.
It's true. Get with Jason Blum.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Gonna hook up with Sam Raimi.
Hey, Jason Blum.
Yes, yeah, because you listen to this podcast.
You know, you never know.
Marco Polo, that was a movie, so...
Oh, my God. That's already streaming.
Oh, boy.
I can't.
Marco! Marco!
And someone brings him a pizza.
Oh, I'm just thinking of the Geico commercial. See, I'm a Marco Polo.
Yes, that's what I thought.
All right, so I guess that's gonna wrap it up for our Godzilla series. Thank you, Allison, for bringing up Godzilla 2014.
You are welcome.
I actually enjoyed it this time. I was regretting to watch it. I was not regretting. That's not the word. I was dreading to watch it again, but I really enjoyed it this time. Thank you all for joining us. What is your favorite Godzilla movie? Let us know in the comments, and maybe we'll bring it up in a future series. But for now, we are going to go Godzilla, because Tokyo's got to go. I want to go to Tokyo.
Who doesn't want to go to Tokyo?
I got your picture.
Oh my God! All right, so thank you for joining us. We will see you.
I got your picture.
You'll join us next time. Oh my God! And remember, keep celebrating cinema.
Why is it so slow?